Hello and welcome to another amazing Microsoft Excel video for data analytics. Today we are looking at one of the most amazing features if you're a data analyst and you're using Microsoft Excel. We are looking at the if function plus the aggregate function. Now some people might call this sum if, average if, count if, and all of that. But I simply call it the if function plus the aggregate or the aggregation functions. Alright. And so if you are ready to get to know how the sum if, the average if, and the count if works in Microsoft Excel for data analytics, stay with me as I take you through this video. Let's jump right in.
It's all gonna be good. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing, nothing now. It's all gonna be good. So breathe like you know you should. Yeah, breathe.
Alright, so like I already established, this is simply the combination of the if function and then the aggregation function. Alright, so where we have to use the if function and the sum function, we call it sum if. Alright, and when we have to use the if function and an average function, we call it average if. And when we need to use the count function and then the if function, we simply call it the count if. Alright, now how does these things work? Alright, so what you need to understand, alright, is that with the sum if function, the average if function, and then the count if function is simply where we are looking to derive the summation, alright, the average, the count of specific values in our data set. Alright, so we might have a data set, okay, and we want to do some summation within that data set, but we are doing that summation for a particular item, alright, or for a particular value. Alright, and so that is how it works. So we can have a data set like this, alright, and in this data set we want to make a summation. Now under normal circumstance, the summation is simply going, so we are looking for the summation of quantity, that is the sum of quantity, and we've already looked at this where we can say, all right, the sum is equal to all of this. All right, so all of this is going to give us the sum total of quantities, all right, for all of the product and all of the country. However, where the sum if, the average if, and the count if comes into play is where our manager or someone asks us to find the aggregation, all right, for again the quantity. But in this particular case, we are not looking for the entire we are not looking for the sum or the aggregation of the entire values in here, but we are looking at the sum of values related to a particular product or a particular country. All right, so we want to see the total number of quantities that came in from just South Africa. All right, that is where the sum if and the average if works, all right, or comes into play. So in this case, if you're looking for the sum total of people of quantities that we got from South Africa, what it's going to do is that for each and every South Africa row is going to take the quantity. All right, so for this South Africa, it's going to look at this South Africa, take the quantity, come down here, select this quantity for South Africa, and then if there any other South African items, is going to go on there to that row and take the quantity as well. And then once all is done, it's going to sum up just those values for South Africa. All right, now the same goes for the average if, all right, and then the counting. The average if is when we want to find the average, all right, of total quantity per a particular item, all right, in this case being it country or product, all right, and the count if as well. Now we've looked at sum, average, and count, all right. Those are basics aggregations, all right, and so you should be familiar with that now, all right. And so in view of this, we are going to go in right in there, and I'm going to show you how to practically use the sum if, the average if, and then the count if in a scenario like this. All right, so let me clear this, and now we are going to use that right here. Okay, and so in this particular case, sum if, you can see it right here. All right, and so for this instance, you can see that we are looking at, or our manager is asking us to find the sum. All right, so they want us to total the sum for olives. All right, so they want us to find, to add the quantities that came in for olives. All right, so that is what the criteria here is all about. So the criteria is olives, and we want the results for that. All right, and what we are looking for is the sum of the quantity. All right, and so in this regard, what is the sum quantity for product olives only? All right, so the quantity of olive products only. Hello, I'm Meshak here, and still in the course of the video, just wanted to take a minute and to let you know that if you're a small business owner or someone trying to break into data analytics, hey, you should know that I can help you move faster without confusion. Over here, I offer one-on-one data analytics coaching where I teach you podcast skills in Power BI, SQL, Excel, Python, alright, and business insights tailored to your goals. whether it's for improving decisions or landing a role, you are at the right place. I also need you to know that I've also created a Power BI beginner ebook that breaks everything down step by step, no jargon, no overwhelming. And so if you are ready to actually understand data and use it with confidence, I'll ask you to check the links right below. I've attached it to my video. Alright, and you can see, so this is my one-on-one coaching where you can book a coaching session with me, and you can get to ask me questions directly, and I can help you to solve any problem that you are looking to solve when it comes to data analytics. You can also find my ebook here, right? And so if there is something that you like, you can simply go in and then you can purchase it, and it's quite affordable, so you can just go in and purchase it, and trust me that you are going to get the value that you are looking for as you buy this book. All right, so without much ado, I digress. Let's move back to the video. Right, and so for that we are going to be using the sum if function, because we are simply going to say, so sum, all right, the totals if this condition is met. And what is a condition? If the condition is olives, all right, from that particular range, all right, of items. All right, so we are summing the total quantity if the condition, that is if the condition olives, all right, from a particular range is identified or is located. All right. And so how does this work? So we are simply going to say equal to, and the function we are going to be using, or the formula, is simply going to be this sum if, not sum ifs. Now there's a difference between sum if and sum ifs. All right, and we'll go to sum ifs in a different video, but essentially sum ifs seeks to look at one particular criteria, whereas sum ifs, all right, so just as we learned about the if function and then the ifs function, all right, where the if function looks at one logical statement and returns true if the logical statement is met, whereas the if function can can contain several logical tests, all right, and then return values based on those several logical tests. All right, so that is how the sum if and the sum ifs, or the average if and the average ifs, then the count if and the count ifs also work. All right, so you have sum if when we are looking at one logical test or one criteria. In this case, we are just looking at one criteria, which is when the criteria is olives. That is that. All right, and so we can use the sum ifs. All right, so we are going to use sum if. All right, and so once you select that, it's going to ask you for the range. Now this range right here is the range by which your condition or criteria is found within. All right, so where your criteria, where this criteria, all right, which is olives, is found within, so we are going to select that entire range. All right, and so in this case, when we come to our actual data set, olives is found under the product column. All right, so we are going to be selecting the entire product column, right, the entire values in the product column, so that we don't miss any olives product that is in the column, right? So we are going to essentially select all of them. Now if the values are so many that you can't select all of them, what you can simply do, a shortcut, is simply to select the first one, hold down Control Shift, and then hit on the down arrow. All right, and it's going to select the entire thing for you. So it's as simple as that. All right, so once you have this, you are going to go to comma, and now it's going to ask you for your criteria. So what is the criteria? Now your criteria is olives, the condition that you are looking for. All right, the actual value that you are looking for, all right, from that particular range. So that is the criteria. In this case, our criteria is olives. We have it right here. By the sense, I can also just select this. So we have olives. All right, all I need is the name of the item in that particular column that I'm looking for. So olives. All right, and so once I'm done, comma, and now it's going to ask me for the sum range. All right, so what is the sum range? So the sum range is where we are actually looking to total. All right, so is it quantity? So in this case, we have quantity. In other cases, it could be sales column, it could be revenue column, it could be profit column, and all of that. So the sum range, so that range that we are actually looking to total, all right, for this particular condition and criteria, that is what we are going to do. So again, it's asking for the range. Okay, so you can't just select one item, you need to select the entire range. So again, we can select the first one, hold down Control and Shift and click on the down arrow to select that entire column. All right, so once you are done, we can now close it and hit on enter, and now you are going to have 5807. So this is, now if you come here and we just use sum, all right, if you use sum, you are going to see that this is the total quantity for the entire product. All right, for the entire product, this is the total quantity. But for olives only, this is a total quantity, all right, of this is a total quantity of items that came for only olives. Now we can go and then see if that is correct, all right. So we are going to select, so olives one, so this is olives one, all right, and then plus another olive is here one, right. So we're going to select this again, so that is olives, and then plus, and then let's see, so we have another olive right here, so we select the quantity like so, and then plus. Now we can select, so in a normal circumstance, this is how you do it if you are amateur, all right. But for the sake of this video, we just want to test it out and see if the totals actually match, all right. So plus, and then we have another olive right here, all right. So like so, all right, and then plus, and I believe the last one is this, all right. And now, yeah, we can hit on enter, and now you can see that this 5807 is exactly what we found right there. So it means our sum if worked. So where we had to do all of this, all right, selecting all of them one by one, all right, assuming they are 10,000 rows, all right, and they are 100,000 rows items, and you are having to do this for one particular item, that could be hectic, all right. And that is where the sum if is most powerful, all right, and it helps you to do these calculations really simple, all right, without any problem. Now assuming you are done with this and you want to, now you've seen the totals, all right, the quantity totals for olives, but now you want to choose a different quantity total, right. Now you want it to be wine, all right, you want it to be wine, all right. So now all we can simply do is that, now if you come here, because we selected this, all right, because we selected this from here, let's say in this case we want to just do this for that, so we've selected wine, all right. So this is for wine, all right. Now in this case, this is for wine. So for wine, the total is this. Now the reason why I use this is because, let's say now I don't want to use wine, I don't want to find for wine, I want to find for ham. So if I'm to just come right here and select ham, right, if I'm to select ham, you can see that it automatically changes with it as well, all right, because we selected this and now we've changed the value in cell J2, all right, with an item that also can be found right here, all right. And so this is essentially how the sum if function works, all right. It's as easy and as simple. Now assume you don't want to find the sum if, all right, you want to find the average. Now it's just simple, all you need to do is say average if, all right. So just type average if like this. So this is your average if, this is your average if, all right. And again, it's as simple as that, all right. So it's as simple as that. Now if you hit on enter, this is the average quantity, all right, for the product ham, all right, that came in. Now again, because we've selected, this is the from the cell J2, if I'm to change this to olives again, enter, we are going to see the average for the average quantity for olives, all right. So it's just as simple as that, all right. It's nothing big. Now we can do the same for count if as well, all right. In this case, let's say I don't want to find the average, but I want to find the count if. So the count if, so we are totaling, we want to find the number of times, right, olives products appear. Now we've already looked at count and all of that, so shouldn't be anything big, all right. Oh, so for the count if, we are simply going to go to count if, all right, like so. And for count if, it's asking us for the range and then the criteria. We don't need to look at the sum range, all right. We only need to know the range and then the criteria. So we want to find the total times olive items appeared in our product list, all right. So we are just going to select the range like so, all right, and then the criteria is olives like so, and that is that. So olives appeared 6 times in our data set, all right. Now we can see 1 2 3 4 5 6, and that is 6 times. So how many times olives appeared in our data set? And it's as simple as that. And so yes, this is going to be it for our video on the if function plus aggregation function. And by this we are looking at the sum if, we are looking at the average if, and then the count if in Microsoft Excel for data analytics. I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit on the like button, it helps me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm. And be sure to hit on the subscribe button so you can join the Nakama, so that when I upload any new video like this on Microsoft Excel for data analytics, you'll be among the first to be notified. Without much ado, like I always do say, take care of yourself, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe.
Whatever you decide, baby, if that's what you like, I'll do it.